Good morning, Life Point Church. I hope you're doing well. I've been thinking about you, praying for you. I wanted to just take a couple of minutes this morning to read a little passage of Scripture and try to bring some encouragement, a little bit of inspiration this morning. By now, I'm sure if you live in the Golden Triangle, you are aware of the order from Jefferson County to where restaurants have to close and do takeout only. Groups no bigger than 10 are supposed to be meeting. Of course, that means all the churches won't be meeting this coming weekend. And it got me thinking about something, so they're asking us all to quarantine, to stay home, don't go out unless it's absolutely positively necessary. In the past couple of weeks, a lot of churches, Christians on social media, in sermons have been quoting from Psalm chapter 91. And it is absolutely an appropriate psalm for the issue and the circumstance for which we find ourselves in. I wanted to read to you a couple of passages out of that and what I believe is the key to Psalm 91. Starting in verse 1, it says, "He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will abide in the shadow of the Almighty." Verse 2 says, "I will say to the Lord, my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust." Then jump ahead, verses 9 and 10. "For you have made the Lord my refuge, even the Most High your dwelling place. No evil shall befall you, nor will any plague come near your tent." And I believe the key to this entire psalm is repeated over and over again. It's he who dwells, or he who abides, or he who makes the Lord his refuge. And if you go back to the previous psalm, Psalm 90, it opens up with this: "Lord, you have been our dwelling place in all generations." You see, here we are having to quarantine ourselves, stay home, social distancing, don't meet in groups. We're spending a lot more alone time and time in our homes with our families. And I want to encourage you, just as you are having to dwell at home and spend time at home, in a sense, quarantine in the presence of God. Dwell in the presence of God. Because to dwell, it's more than just an occasional visit. It's more than just, well, I'll go to God when I need something. To dwell, to abide, to make him your refuge is to run to him and stay there. To sit and to rest in his presence. And so as you are quarantining at home, staying away from people, and there's anxiety and stress and worry, and can I get enough food, and can I get enough this or that? Rest. Rest in his presence. So let's commit. We're not just going to visit his presence every so often whenever we need something, but we're going to dwell there. We're going to rest in his presence. And when we do, read through Psalm 91, and you will see the benefits to resting in his presence. When you rest in his presence, you find protection, you find salvation, you find provision, you find peace. So Life Point Church family, all my friends and family, I want to encourage you. Don't just visit God every so often. Rest in his presence, dwell, abide, and you will find peace, protection, provision, grace, mercy. The safest place to be is in the presence of God. And the place as his children where we belong is in the presence of God. I love you, praying for you. God bless you. Look forward to seeing you soon. Goodbye.